family, welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wild card matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Packers going up against the Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Wentz now on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Shotgun now for Wentz. Over the middle, it's Holmes. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Play clock winding down. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And the wideout in motion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
Well, warm up QB too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do. And I think you wonder, what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Wentz on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he's able to put it through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On first down, Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Wentz going to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Runs through the contact. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they try the right side here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Now Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Keith Mumphrey, 26 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
So, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll give it here to his running back. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded at about the 28. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Uses the spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
No. Check. Patrick. Here we go. Patrick.
Now back to throw. Now he's flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. What's tight? Tight end right. What's tight? Tight end right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, Wentz going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
All right, here we go. Boom! Detroit! 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 Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Back to Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw here. It is intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The block.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down following the run.
No, check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And tough starting field position here. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Halfback sent in motion. Wentz now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Able to power through. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd down and 12. Wentz now to throw. He's going to go for a big play now. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Trevor Davis from 13 yards out, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone's got 4 down. Don't go. Right there. Right there. Right there. 54. Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2 kill.
Now Wentz got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Wentz now on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Airing one out deep. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. The play clock's running down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Packers are pouring it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Here's Wentz to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throwing is Wentz. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. midfield. Here's Wentz. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So 2nd and 10 here. Working from the gun. Wentz. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles get a score closer. And they will line up now for the two-point try. They're going to try and run. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now they try the right side here. Shelling through the defense, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
Yeah, came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. On first down, Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And the back goes into motion. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Price. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On play action, Wentz dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down. And it's in the area of holding. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick-6. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And some strong running. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
He'll look to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.